Hi, welcome back to another episode of Breaking It Down with Steve and Laurie. We like to break down a lot of stuff, so tonight, I keep saying that, whatever time of the day it is for you, at this moment in time, we are going to, Laurie's going to ask me a question, and we're gonna riff off of that. So go ahead.
So I haven't asked him this before we started the camera, so he doesn't know. But I'd like you to kind of share your thoughts and feelings about what you as a man find disrespectful by a woman
In
in a relationship.
Oh, okay. I'd say one that comes to mind, and let's just put this in the arena of dating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's say dating.
That's a good one.
And a lot of people are looking for someone, and the dating scene is tough, and they jump in and jump out. So let's say a new relationship,
Mm-hmm.
a second or third, fourth date. Most guys, any guy worth having, is going to try to the limits of his budget to create a special night. And you can have a special night at McDonald's. Come up with something creative and cool. I don't know, a placemat that you made yourself that says something cute that gets her attention, or thanks for coming on a date with me, whatever. I'm just saying, a woman appreciates the effort, and that's romantic to a woman, that you cared enough about her to do some work, to care about what how you impact her and what you do for her. Is that accurate?
Well, and also there's a vulnerability there, right?
Mm.
Of he's showing some interest and saying, so far I like what we've got going on here.
Yeah, and he's giving a glimpse of his soul, really, because what his idea of special is going to tell a woman a lot. If it's a fancy restaurant and that's the last thing she ever wants to do, or makes her uncomfortable, then she's getting some okay, maybe we're not compatible. Or if he's romantic, or if he's adventurous, he's gonna kind of expose his cards inadvertently. And that
So what if she's really focused on the money aspect of it? You spending a lot of money on her.
Well, is it I noticed that this is, I just looked at the menu and this place is really expensive. I'm really grateful. Mm-hmm. Great, that's really sweet. If you're seeing the dollar signs clicking, and she's got an attitude of, I deserve this, or you must be, I don't know, just giving vibes or saying anything blatant, then that's a red flag that a guy ought to pay attention to. But in that scenario of a guy, putting in the work, I think a really disrespectful thing that would really turn most guys, if not all guys, off, is a lack of appreciation. Mm. And that lack of appreciation could be shown by, if the dude's at McDonald's, making a crack about, that, if that's what he can afford. If it's a really nice place and she's ordering everything on there, wait, I'm getting mixed up. A lack of appreciation, just not acting into it, being in a bad mood, whatever. That would be a real turnoff, and I think most guys would run for the hills.
I know in our relationship, I've really learned, and also, especially with him, but working with men as well. You show, you kind of get upset, like you get upset when I say, I question why you're doing something. Mm. I'll say, why did you put the dogs here? Why did you take this? Or why are we going this way?
And that's disrespect again. I don't trust you. I don't, may not be what's intended to be said, but
Right.
it's, I don't trust you, you're not smart enough, you're, whatever. You're like a little boy, I need to, make sure they're, manage, yeah. So, yeah, respect is a word that, and appreciation isn't, she should have sex with him. I'm saying be quiet, kind, sweet, say thank you, if it's expensive, say it's really nice of you. If it's cheap, say this is really fun. And I know it's difficult for women because you don't, if you're not feeling it, you got to, it's a whole different subject. It's so complicated.
But something that's been interesting is, see, most women don't interpret questions as
disrespect.
Yeah, or the things you mentioned there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you don't think I'm smart enough. You don't. That's kind of a dialogue banter with women is, well, what was up with that? Or why did you do that? Or, and I watch him bristle. There was a silly story, but one day he had bought this yogurt and it was in the refrigerator, and I was feeling kind of bossy, and which I can feel bossy, and I never get away with it, but I can feel it. And I opened the fridge and I said to him, he's sitting on the couch in the kitchen, and I said, "You better eat that yogurt." And he said, "Honey." And I said, which is, i.e., back off. I said, "I mean it." And he said, "So do I." And that was a clear sign of, ooh, he's taking this as disrespect, right? And I got to back off. It can be as little as that, and it can be the,
And everything's on a spectrum.
Right.
Everything's so complicated, but
right.
I'm not talking about, toxic masculinity where you kiss my feet and show your respect. It's
being valued.
Yeah, it's being valued as a man. Mm-hmm. And it's just, I think it's more about not showing disrespect than, oh, you must show me respect, to be honest.
Well, but in fairness to men, I think it's deserved. I mean, you're accomplished, you get a lot of shit done, you're always productive, you do what you say you're going to do. I mean, you deserve that respect, right?
Which, a lot of men would say those are things of being a man. Mm-hmm. Again, complicated subject, but mm-hmm. in general, mm-hmm. yeah. So, and I circling back, I think a good guy wants to be shown respect by not being shown disrespect. Does that make sense? Yeah. He doesn't need you fawning. I mean, that's nice once in a while, but more in a romantic type, but yeah, I don't need to be, respected in a worshipy kind of way. I want to be respected. I want respect shown.
For your value.
Yeah, I want mm-hmm. respect shown by not showing disrespect.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of women who tell their husbands what to do.
No.
And I always think, wow, that's such a blatant line to cross, right?
Yeah, so anyway.
Okay, that was just a
fun little question answer, riffing on a fun little cute subject. So I hope everyone is in a good place, and if they're not, they're searching for it. Mm-hmm. And
send any questions or anything you want us to.
Yeah, email. Our email is on our channel in mm-hmm. the comments section or whatever. You'll see it.
That you'd want him to talk about, or you want me to address, or both of us.
Ask me a question. Ask her a question. Mm-hmm. Let's have fun with it. Anyone that digs a little bit will remember the glory hole discussion. that was a lot of fun. You know, it was not what our channel is supposed to be about, but we had some fun with it. So send us questions, anything that you'd like to ask, and we'll do our best to get it on if we can.
Thanks.
So thank you.